Forget everything you've been told about fiber. That bowl of bran cereal, those psyllium husk capsules, the endless glasses of prune juice, they might actually be making things worse. If you wake up feeling bloated, heavy, and sluggish, if you sit on the toilet and feel like something is still stuck inside you, if your stomach pushes against your waistband by mid-afternoon, even though you barely ate, your colon is sending you a message, and piling on more fiber isn't the answer. There's a simple morning drink made from 4 ingredients already sitting in your kitchen that can do in 7 days what fiber struggles to do in 7 weeks. It works with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. So before you reach for another fiber supplement, stay with this, because what you're about to learn changes everything. Let's rewind for a moment. Back in the 1970s, a British researcher named Denis Burkitt noticed something fascinating. Rural African populations, eating diets rich in plant fibers, had almost no cases of constipation, colon cancer, or hemorrhoids. His findings sparked a global revolution. Suddenly, fiber became the holy grail of digestive health. Doctors prescribed it, cereal boxes advertised it, supplements flooded the shelves. But here's the part most people miss. Fiber, by itself, is not a magic broom that sweeps your colon clean. Fiber is bulk, and bulk without enough water, without enough movement, without the right digestive juices, becomes a traffic jam in your intestines. Think about it this way. If you pour dry sand into a narrow pipe, it just sits there. Add water, and it flows. Your colon works the same way. There are actually 2 types of fiber, and most people don't know the difference. Soluble fiber, found in oats, apples, and chia seeds, dissolves in water and forms a gel that gently moves things along. Insoluble fiber, found in wheat bran, raw vegetables, and many supplements, doesn't dissolve. It adds bulk. And in a colon that's already dehydrated or sluggish, that bulk can make you feel even more backed up than before. This is why so many people who load up on fiber end up bloated, gassy, and even more constipated than when they started. They followed the advice, they did everything right, but their colon kept getting worse. The truth is, your colon doesn't just need bulk, it needs 3 things working together: movement, lubrication, and the right chemical signals. And that's exactly what the morning drink we're about to discuss provides. To understand why this drink works so well, you need to understand what's actually happening inside you right now. Your colon is roughly 5 feet long. It's a muscular tube, and it moves food waste through a process called peristalsis. Picture squeezing a tube of toothpaste from the bottom up. Wave after wave of gentle muscle contractions push everything forward, toward the exit. When peristalsis is strong and rhythmic, you feel light, regular, and clear. When it slows down, waste sits, and the longer it sits, the more water gets reabsorbed from it, making stools harder, drier, and more difficult to pass. Now here's where it gets interesting. Your liver produces a substance called bile, which acts like a natural detergent. Bile breaks down fats, but it also stimulates the colon to keep moving. When bile flow is sluggish, the entire system slows with it. Then there's your gut microbiome, trillions of bacteria living in your intestines. The good bacteria ferment fiber, produce short-chain fatty acids, and keep the colon walls healthy. The bad bacteria release gas, toxins, and inflammatory compounds. When this balance tips the wrong way, you feel it everywhere, not just in your stomach. So what is this buildup everyone talks about? It's not some mysterious black sludge coating your intestines, despite what some marketing claims. It's a combination of slow-moving stool, excess mucus, dead bacteria, and metabolic waste that accumulates when motility, hydration, and bile flow are all running below capacity. And here's what most people don't realize. A sluggish colon doesn't just cause bloating and constipation. It shows up everywhere. That afternoon fatigue that no amount of coffee can fix. The skin breakouts that appear out of nowhere. The bad breath that won't go away no matter how much you brush. The brain fog. The mood swings. The cravings for sugar and salt at strange hours. All of these can trace back to a colon that's working at half speed. Now, before we go any further, there's something you need to know. While the morning drink we're about to talk about works beautifully for most people, there's an even more powerful solution that has quietly been used by over 3 billion people across the world for nearly 8,000 years. It's not a fiber, it's not a probiotic, it's not a pill. It's actually a strange underwater superfood, and just one pinch of it can help your body eliminate up to 10 pounds of toxic buildup trapped in your intestines in a matter of days. Researchers recently uncovered why this works so fast, and the explanation will surprise you. Point your phone's camera at the QR code on the screen right now to watch the full presentation. You'll also find the link pinned in the comments below. Watch it before continuing, because what you'll discover changes everything you're about to hear. Now back to the morning drink, because even on its own, it can do something remarkable. So instead of just adding more bulk to a tired system, what if you could wake your colon up? Gently, naturally, and first thing in the morning? Here it is. The drink that does what fiber alone cannot. It's made from 4 simple ingredients: warm water, fresh lemon juice, raw apple cider vinegar, and a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. That's it. No expensive powders, no exotic herbs, nothing you can't find at your local grocery store for a few dollars. But the magic isn't in any single ingredient. It's in how they work together. Start with the warm water. Cold water can actually shock your digestive system in the morning. Warm water does the opposite. It gently stimulates peristalsis, the muscle waves we talked about earlier. It hydrates the colon walls, softening anything that's been sitting overnight, and it preps your stomach and intestines for the day ahead. Next, the fresh lemon juice. Lemons are loaded with vitamin C and natural plant compounds that signal your liver to release bile. Remember, bile is the detergent that keeps your colon moving and breaks down stubborn waste. Lemon also has a gentle alkalizing effect on the body once it's digested, despite being acidic on the tongue. And the citric acid stimulates the production of digestive enzymes, getting your whole system ready for action. Then comes raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. Look for the kind with the mother floating inside, that cloudy strand at the bottom of the bottle. That's where the real benefits live. Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, which helps balance stomach pH, feeds the good bacteria in your gut, and gently encourages bile flow. It also helps regulate blood sugar, so you won't get that mid-morning crash. Finally, the extra virgin olive oil. This is the secret weapon. Olive oil acts as a natural lubricant. It coats the intestinal walls, making it easier for waste to slide through. But it does something else too. It triggers a powerful release of bile from the gallbladder, which is exactly what a sluggish colon needs to get moving again. Movement, lubrication, hydration, and the right chemical signals, all 4 in one glass in under a minute. Now let's go over exactly how to make it, because the details matter. Start with 12 ounces of water. That's about 1.5 cups. Heat it until it's warm to the touch, not hot. Think bathwater temperature, not tea temperature. If it's too hot, it can damage the enzymes in the lemon and vinegar. If it's too cold, you lose the digestive stimulation. Next, squeeze half a fresh lemon directly into the water. Use a real lemon, not the bottled juice. Bottled lemon juice has been heated, preserved, and stripped of most of its active compounds. A fresh lemon takes 10 seconds to cut and squeeze, and the difference is night and day. Then add 1 tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. Start with just 1 teaspoon if you've never had it before, and work your way up over a few days. Your stomach needs time to adjust. Finally, stir in 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Make sure it's cold-pressed and stored in a dark glass bottle. Cheap olive oil is often cut with other oils and won't give you the same benefits. Stir everything together and drink it slowly, over 5 to 10 minutes. Don't gulp it down. Sipping gives your body time to register the signals and respond properly. Drink it first thing in the morning on a completely empty stomach. Then wait 20 to 30 minutes before eating or drinking anything else. This window is when the magic happens. One last thing. Make it fresh every morning. Don't prepare it the night before. Don't store it in the fridge. The active compounds start breaking down within minutes of mixing. So what actually happens once you start drinking this every morning? Let's walk through it day by day. In the first 1 to 3 days, you'll likely notice a shift within hours. Many people report a bowel movement within 30 to 60 minutes of drinking it. It might feel more complete, fuller, and easier than what you're used to. Bloating starts to ease. Your stomach feels flatter by the afternoon. Some people are surprised by how much comes out in those first few days. By the end of the first week, the changes go deeper. Energy levels climb. That heavy, sluggish feeling in the mornings fades. Sleep tends to improve because your body isn't working overtime to process backed-up waste. Many people notice their waistband fitting looser, not because of fat loss, but because of reduced inflammation and bloating. Between weeks 2 and 4, the cumulative effects really show up. Skin often becomes clearer, with fewer breakouts and a more even tone. Cravings for sugar and processed foods diminish because your gut bacteria are rebalancing. Mood stabilizes. Mental clarity returns. Some people say they feel 10 years younger. Now, a word of honesty. This isn't a magic pill. If you've been dealing with sluggish digestion for years, your body needs time to recalibrate. Be patient. Also, during the first few days, you might experience some adjustment effects. Slightly loose stools, mild stomach gurgling, a little nausea if you use too much vinegar. These are all normal and temporary. If anything feels too strong, simply reduce the apple cider vinegar to half a teaspoon and build back up gradually. Listen to your body, and it will guide you. Before you start, there are a few groups of people who should check with a healthcare provider first. If you have acid reflux, GERD, or a history of stomach ulcers, the apple cider vinegar and lemon could irritate your stomach lining. There are gentler versions of this drink that might work better for you. If you take blood thinners, diabetes medication, or blood pressure medication, lemon and apple cider vinegar can interact with how those drugs work in your system. If you have kidney issues, the mineral balance in this drink may need to be adjusted to fit your situation. And if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, always run any new daily ritual past your doctor first, just to be safe. This isn't about fear, it's about being smart. A simple conversation with your provider takes 5 minutes and gives you peace of mind. The morning drink works on its own. But if you want to multiply the results, 3 simple habits will take you even further. First, hydration throughout the day. The morning drink gets things moving, but your colon needs water all day long to keep that momentum going. Aim for half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 160 pounds, that's about 80 ounces of water. Sip steadily, not all at once. Second, walk for 10 to 15 minutes after your meals. Gentle movement after eating activates peristalsis, helping food move through your system instead of sitting and fermenting. It also stabilizes blood sugar and reduces bloating. A short stroll after lunch and dinner is one of the most underrated digestive tools in the world. Third, finish dinner earlier. Try to stop eating at least 3 hours before bed. This gives your colon the overnight window it needs to rest, repair, and reset. When you wake up, your system is primed and ready for the morning drink to do its work. Here's the truth that took years to figure out. Your colon isn't broken, it's been neglected, overloaded with processed food, dehydrated, rushed, and ignored. It doesn't need a punishing cleanse or a shelf full of supplements. It needs gentle, consistent care. 4 ingredients, 1 glass, a few minutes every morning. That's all it takes to start feeling lighter, clearer, and more alive in your own body. Extreme cleanses come and go. Trendy detoxes fade. But small daily rituals, done consistently, change everything. Tomorrow morning before you reach for coffee, try this. Give it 7 days. Then notice how different you feel. Your body has been waiting for this.